friends, and welcome to Stories and Songs with Gigi. Today we're going to be reading from another Three Little Golden Books collection, classic collections. We're going to read The Shy Little Kitten, The Little Red Hen, and The Little Red Caboose. What do you notice about all the titles of these stories? Yeah, all of them have the word little in them. So stay tuned and we're going to get started with The Shy Little Kitten. Okay, let's begin our story, The Shy Little Kitten. Way up in the hayloft of the old red barn lived a mother cat and her new baby kittens. There were 5 bold, frisky little, roly-poly black and white kittens, and 1 little striped kitten who was very, very shy. So here's the mama kitten, and here are her baby kittens. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the kittens are black and white, and here's the 1 little striped kitten who was very, very shy. One day, the 5 bold little roly-poly black and white kittens and the 1 little roly-poly striped kitten who was very, very shy sat down and washed their faces with their paws. That's so cute. Busy little red tongues, they smoothed down their soft baby fur and stroked their whiskers and followed their mother down the ladder from the hayloft. Jump, jump, jump. So here's the top of the ladder. Let's see what happens next. Then off they marched, straight out of the cool, dark barn into the warm sunshine. How soft the grass felt under their paws. The 5 bold and frisky little kittens rolled over in the grass and kicked up their heels with joy. But the shy little striped kitten just stood off by herself at the very end of the line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kittens and the little striped shy one at the end. They're all following their mother. Let's see what happens next. That was how she happened to see the earth push up in a little mound right in front of her. Then, pop! Up came a pointed little nose. The nose belonged to a chubby mole. "Good morning," said the mole, "as friendly as you please. Won't you come for a walk with me?" "Oh," said the shy little kitten. She looked shyly over her shoulder, but the mother cat and her 5 bold, frisky little kittens had disappeared from sight. So this is the mole. The little kitten, the shy little kitten, met a new friend. Let's see what happens next. Look at that picture. So the shy little kitten went walking with the chubby mole. Soon they met a speckled frog sitting near the pond. "My, what big eyes he has," whispered the shy little kitten. But the frog had sharp ears too. He chuckled. "My mouth is much bigger. Look." Look how wide he opened his mouth. And the frog opened his great cave of mouth. The mole and the kitten laughed and laughed until their sides ached. Look how cute. They're laying and laughing. They're having fun together. When the kitten stopped laughing and looked around, the frog had vanished. On the pond, ripples spread out in a great silver circle. I really should be getting back to my mother and the others, said the shy little kitten, but I don't know where to find them. I'll show you, said a strange voice, and out of the bushes found a shaggy black puppy. There's a little black puppy. How cute. Oh, thank you, said the shy little kitten. Goodbye, Mole. So off they went together, the shy little kitten and the shaggy puppy dog. The little kitten, of course, kept her eyes shyly to the ground. But the shaggy puppy stopped to bark, woof, woof, at a red squirrel in the tree. He was full of mischief. Cheep, 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 the squirrel chattered back, and she dropped a hickory nut right on the puppy's nose. She was very brave. Wow, 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 barked the mischievous puppy, and off they went toward the farm. Soon they came bounding out of the woods, and there before them stretched the farmyard. Here we are, said the shaggy puppy dog. So down the hillside they raced, across the bridge, above the brook, and straight on into the farmyard. So they're up on a hill. It says they went down the hillside and raced across the bridge and straight into the farmyard. In the middle of the farmyard was the mother cat with the 5 bold, frisky little black and white kittens. In a flash, the mother cat was beside her shy little kitten, licking her all over with a warm red tongue. Where have you been? She cried. We're all ready to start on a picnic. Wow. So the mother cat loves her shy little kitten and her 5 bold, frisky kittens. Wow, look at this picnic. The picnic was for all the farmyard animals. There were seeds for the chickens, watermelon bugs for the ducks, and carrots and cabbages for the rabbits. There were flies for the frog, and there was a trough of mash for the pig. So here they are. They're eating corn and carrots. That looks like a pear or a squash, lettuce. And there's the trough of mash for the pigs. Yum, yum, yum. How good it all was. After they had finished eating, everybody was just beginning to feel comfortable and drowsy when suddenly the frog jumped straight into the air, eyes almost popping out his head. Help! Run! He cried. The frog made a leap from the brook. Everyone scrambled after him and tumbled into the water. What is it? Asked the shy little kitten. A bee, groaned the frog. I bit a bee. Then they saw the one side of his mouth puffed up like a green balloon. The poor little frog. Look at his little cheek there. Everybody laughed. They couldn't help it. Even the frog laughed. They all looked so funny as they climbed out of the brook. So here's the kittens, a bunny, the frog, the pig, a duck, and a hen. At least they're all having fun together. The shy little kitten stood off to one side. She felt so good. She had turned a backward somersault right there in the long meadow grass. "This is the best day ever," said the shy little kitten. "Look how cute she is. Do you think she's happy because she made a lot of new friends? I think she is." Stay tuned. Our next story is The Little Red Hen. Look at that picture. A lot of great illustrations. Let's see what happens there. Hello, friends, and welcome back to Stories and Songs with Gigi. We are going to start our next story, The Little Red Hen. Let's get started. One summer day, the little red hen found a grain of wheat. "A grain of wheat," said the little red hen to herself. "I will plant it." So here's the little grain of wheat and her shovel, and she's gonna plant the little grain of wheat. Let's look at these pictures. I see a grasshopper, a scarecrow with a black crow sitting on him, and there is the yellow sun. She asks the duck, "Will you help me plant this grain of wheat?" "Not I," said the duck. She asked the goose, "Will you help me plant this grain of wheat?" "Not I," said the goose. So here is the duck and here is the goose. I wonder why they won't help her plant the grain of wheat. Let's keep reading to see if we find out. She asked the cat, "Will you help me plant this grain of wheat?" "Not I," said the cat. She asked the pig, "Will you help me plant this grain of wheat?" "Not I," said the pig. So here's the cat. It's fishing for some fish. And here is the pig. He's playing a violin. That's so silly. "Then I will plant it myself," said the little red hen, and she did. Soon the wheat grew tall, and the little red hen knew it was time to reap it. "Who will help me reap the wheat?" she asked. So here's the wheat, all nice and tall, because she planted one little grain of wheat. "Not I," said the duck. "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the pig. "Then I will reap it myself," said the little red hen, and she did. Look at those great pictures. She reaped the wheat, and it was ready to be taken to the mill and made into the flour. "Who will help me carry the wheat to the mill?" she asked. "Not I," said the duck. "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the pig. "Then I will carry it myself." And the little red hen, said the little red hen, and she did. She carried the wheat to the mill, and the miller made it into flour. So she's pushing it up to the windmill. I see a cow. What else do you see? Yes, I see the trees. Here's the duck, the goose, the cat, the pig, and the little red hen. Let's see what happens next. When she got home, she asked, "Who will help me make the flour into dough?" "Not I," said the duck. "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the pig. "Then I will make the dough myself," said the little red hen, and she did. Soon the bread was ready to go into the oven. "Who will help me bake the bread?" said the little red hen. So here's a little red hen in her kitchen, making the dough. She's rolling it out. Let's see what happens when she bakes it into bread. "Not I," said the duck. "Not I," said the goose. "Not I," said the cat. "Not I," said the pig, so that none of them were going to help her bake it into bread. "Then I will bake it myself," said the little red hen, and she did. After the loaf of bread had been taken from the oven and sent and was set on the windowsill to cool. "And now," the little red hen said the little red hen, "who will help me eat the bread?" "I will," said the duck. "I will," said the goose. "I will," said the cat. So they all smell the bread. There's the bread sitting on the windowsill. I can smell it now. "I will," said the pig. "No, I will eat it myself," said the little red hen. And she did. So here's the little red hen sitting at her table, the big loaf of bread that she's going to eat all by herself. And then she went to bed, I bet you, with a full tummy. Why do you think she didn't share her bread? Maybe because they didn't help her? I don't know. Our next story we're going to read is called The Little Red Caboose. There's the little red caboose. What a great illustration. I see some deer. Yes, I see the bunnies too. Here's some children. Here's a little boy, a little girl, a dog, a butterfly. I see some raccoons. Do you see them? Point to the raccoons. Yep, there's the raccoons. Awesome. Stay tuned for the story, The Little Red Caboose. Welcome back to Stories and Songs with Gigi. We are going to read the story, The Little Red Caboose. And as we open up, we see the little red caboose right here. The little red caboose was always came last. So here's the engine. It's running through a tunnel, and the red caboose is the very last car of the train. First came the big black engine, puffing and chuffing. Then came the boxcars. So here's the black engine. Here's the boxcars. Let's see what comes next. Then the oil cars. Do you see the oil cars? I do. There's a yellow one and an orange one. What else do you see in this picture? Wow, I see a circus with some elephants and lions. But after the oil cars come the coal cars. 1, 2. Look up here. There's a lot of people swimming. Here's the American flag. What an awesome picture. Then come the flat cars. Sometimes they were switched around different ways. So here are the flat cars. But the little red caboose always came last. Boys and girls waved at the big black engine. They listened to the boxcars and the oil cars and the coal cars and the flat cars go clickety-clack. But by the time the little red caboose came along, the boys and girls were turning away because the little red caboose always came last. There he is. "Oh, smoke," said the little red caboose. "I wish I were a flat car, or a coal car, or an oil car, or a box car. So boys and girls would wave at me. How I wish I were a big black engine. puffing and chuffing way up at the front of the train. But I'm just a little old red caboose. No one cares for me. Oh, the poor little red caboose. It sounds like he's feeling sorry for himself. One day the train started up the mountain. Up went the black engine. Up went the boxcars. Up went the oil cars. Up went the coal cars. Up went the flat cars. Up went the little red caboose. There he is. They're all chugging up the hill. Let's see what happens next. Hang on tight, little red caboose, called the flat car. This is a long, tall mountain, and you are the last car of the train. Don't I know it, sighed the little red caboose. Poor me. See, I was right. He was feeling sorry for himself. The train went slower and slower and slower. Soon it was hardly moving. It looked as if the train could not get up the mountain. Oh no, do you think the train's gonna get up the mountain? Look, they're going through a Native American Indian village. How cool. These are called teepees. Some of them have horses. Let's turn the page to find out what happens next. Look out, little red caboose, called the flat car. The train is starting to slip back down the long, tall mountain. Not if I can help it, said the little red caboose. He slammed on his brakes and he held on tight to the tracks and he kept that train from sliding down the mountain. Wow, that little red caboose is pretty strong to do that. Let's turn the page and see what happens next. Then, bump, the little red caboose felt something push him from behind. It was two big black engines. They pushed that train up the top of the mountain. So here came two more engines to help push the train up to the top of the mountain. We could not have done it, said the big black engines, if it had not been for the little red caboose. Everyone cheered, and the little red caboose nearly burst with pride. Now the children wave at the big black engine and all the cars. You see all the children waving? Here they are in town waving too. But they saved their biggest wave for the little red caboose, because the little red caboose saved the train. What a happy ending. Thank you for tuning in to Stories and Songs with Gigi. Didn't you just love all these stories about the little kitten, the little red hen, and the little red caboose? I appreciate you tuning in to Stories and Songs with Gigi. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share my page with your friends and your family. Take care for now. Bye-bye.